Welcome to this video where we will discuss 10 key education points for users of automated insulin delivery systems. To ensure a smooth and effective transition into an automated insulin delivery system, it is important to understand both general education points and system-specific guidelines. Here are the essential aspects to cover in the general education. 1. Eat less carbs if hypoglycemia. In AID systems, mild hypoglycemia usually requires only 5 to 10 grams of carbohydrates for treatment, as opposed to traditional insulin therapy. This is because automated insulin delivery systems adjusts the basal insulin rate before you even experience a hypo, resulting in less insulin on board, and consequently a reduced need for carbohydrates to treat the hypoglycemic episode. 2. If in doubt, change it out. If blood glucose levels remain high for an extended period without an apparent reason, for example more than 270 mg per deciliter or 15 millimole per liter with no decreasing trend or no 50 mg per deciliter or 2.7 millimole per liter decrease within 1 hour after an insulin bolus, consider the possibility of a blockage or infusion set problem. When in doubt, it is recommended to replace the catheter and infusion set promptly. The mantra is, if in doubt, change it out. In case of sustained hyperglycemia, it is also recommended to measure blood glucose with a finger prick test and monitor ketones. A user-initiated correction bolus might be needed. A correction may be more effective using an insulin pen, as in case of set failure and multiple correction attempts, the insulin on board may be falsely elevated, thus preventing an additional bolus. 3. Trust the automated insulin delivery system. It is crucial to allow the AID system time to adjust and regulate blood sugar levels. Avoid overreacting to every rise in glucose levels. Trust the system and let the algorithm increase automatic basal insulin delivery gradually, thereby slowly reducing blood glucose levels. If a correction bolus is necessary, rely on the bolus calculator and avoid overriding the system unless there is suspicion of a blockage. 4. Bolus before meals. If using a rapid-acting insulin analog like Novorapid, Novolog, or Humalog, administer the meal bolus approximately 15 minutes before meals, unless managing hypoglycemia, gastroparesis, or consuming a high-fat meal, in which case it is appropriate to give the bolus directly before the meal. If using ultra-fast-acting insulin like Fiasp or Liamjev, administering the bolus 5 to 10 minutes before eating is sufficient. When unsure of the exact carbohydrate intake, enter only the amount of carbohydrates you are certain of consuming. It is important to give mealtime insulin before the carbohydrate intake. Bolusing after meals can lead to insulin stacking and potential hypoglycemia caused by the automatic increase in algorithm-modulated insulin delivery after an initial rise in glucose levels because of the meal itself. In situations where a meal bolus is missed or delayed, consider giving half the bolus within 30 to 60 minutes after the start of the meal. If more than 60 minutes have passed, administer only a user-initiated correction bolus based on the glycemic rise. Additionally, adults using automated insulin delivery systems may benefit from a low-carbohydrate diet to further improve glycemic control. For low-carb meals, consider counting proteins and fats as well. We recommend not eating less than 60 grams of carbs per day, as real ketogenic diets put you at risk for ketoacidosis. 5. Start exercise mode 90 minutes before activity. Set a higher glucose target by using exercise mode, ideally well before starting the activity, up to 1 to 2 hours in advance, particularly for prolonged aerobic exercise. This temporary target can be cancelled at the end of exercise or be maintained post-exercise if post-exercise hypoglycemia is a concern. The goal is to minimize activity at times of peak bolus insulin action. To facilitate this, reduce the pre-meal bolus dose by approximately 25 to 33% if prolonged exercise is anticipated within 2 hours of a meal. The extent of reduction in the meal bolus depends on various factors such as the type, intensity, and duration of the activity, your fitness level, current blood glucose level, and insulin on board. 6. Suspend insulin when disconnected. If the pump is disconnected for more than 15 minutes, it is important to stop insulin delivery to prevent miscalculations by the algorithm. 7. Respond to alarms. Respond to system alarms promptly by checking the device to identify the issue and follow the recommended advice. Setting alarms of your automated insulin delivery system to silent or vibrate-only mode is strongly discouraged. These alarms are designed to notify you of important events and situations related to your diabetes management. By keeping your alarms audible and attention-grabbing, you can ensure that you promptly respond to any alerts and take appropriate actions to maintain your safety and well-being. To avoid alarm fatigue, it is advised to minimize alarms to those that require immediate attention. One suggestion is to start with hypoglycemia alerts only, for example at 70 mg per deciliter or 3.9 millimol per liter, and add hypoglycemia alerts if tolerated. 8. Disable automatic updates. Disable automatic updates on mobile devices if you're using any automated insulin delivery system apps. Automated insulin delivery system apps may experience compatibility issues after updates from Android or iOS. It is advisable to perform updates only when notified that the system is compatible. 9. Seek peer support. Seek peer support by joining Facebook groups and Discord chats and connecting with others using automated insulin delivery systems. Sharing experiences and learning from each other can provide valuable insights and a quick helpline for addressing issues. Remember, you are not alone in encountering practical challenges. 10. Set realistic expectations. To ensure a smooth transition to automated insulin delivery systems, it's essential to set realistic expectations and assess the user's willingness to adapt to new technologies. It's important to note that automated insulin delivery systems require user interaction to achieve optimal results. Here are 2 essential actions to take. Before each meal, it's crucial to input the number of grams of carbohydrates you plan to eat into the system. This ensures accurate insulin dosing to cover your meal effectively. If you engage in physical activity, make sure to use the exercise mode feature on your automated insulin delivery system 1 to 2 hours before you engage in physical activity. This allows the system to adjust insulin delivery accordingly, considering the increased energy expenditure during exercise. The user interaction with AID systems plays a vital role in optimizing the performance of the system and achieving better glycemic control. Embracing the journey of utilizing an automated insulin delivery system requires a solid foundation of knowledge and understanding. Remember, you are not alone in this journey, and with the right education and support, you can thrive with the advancements offered by automated insulin delivery systems.